My name is Bertrand Boyd the second, 27 years old, from Miami, Florida, poet, actor, songwriter, soon to be author, working on the book currently, and owner of Scrap Paper Inc., founder and CEO. Y'all know what it is. I was in high school at North Miami. I was a senior at 17, and I knew Willie Bell, Will the Real One, was coming out to the high school to perform. So I skipped class to go see him perform, man. I seen him and heard him, and after that, I just took off with it. I just stayed with it. I started writing more. You know, because I never heard of spoken word poetry. I was just writing just for kicks, not for no real reason or anything behind it. And then it's just something that stuck with me. I just started performing and started going to his spots, and I was 17 and I ain't had no car, I ain't had no license, and he was picking me up and taking me all the places. Every place he was at, I was going. I was like his little shadow, just right there, just eating up everything, soaking it all in, because I was meeting so many different poets and so many different styles, and like I said, I was young, you know, my mind was still a sponge, so me just absorbing all that in, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I can do more with this, like I can keep it up. So yeah, I love being on that stage, I love performing and all the writing and stuff. You ain't even gotta clap, just, you know, you can just be there and just be there to hear me, because I feel like for the first timers that's never ever experienced, you know, the whole poetry thing, if I'm one of the first ones that you see, I feel like you're gonna want to come back to see some more. I done performed at so many venues. I can't even, the Bohemian Room, when Will had his cafe, that was like the first and only spot I was at for a long time. That was Literary Cafe, Funk Jazz Lounge, when that was up and running on the beach. I was 17 rocking the mic out there and getting picked up by Will every Thursday night. On my 10-year span, I done been, you know, national and international. I done left the country and been to Turks and Caicos and Jamaica and Puerto Rico and performed Dominican Republic. I was just in there last year, matter of fact. Acting, that came along just by chance. The manager called me up one day and say, you ever thought about acting? I mean, no, but if you want me to act or you want me to think I can start acting, let's start acting. You know, you got some auditions I can go to, let's do some auditions. Ain't man. I just started acting April of 2012, and from then to now, I done did seven indie films, short films, and actually was a lead in all of them. Between the Ropes was the first one. Exonerated was the second one. I'm a finalist for Dr. Dre, and the NWA Bob, you know, had an audition for that, so that was cool. F. Gary Gray and all that. So currently working on a web series called Midtown. One playing a guy named Hakeem, and just shot a sitcom called Making It, where I played the lead, Greg. And I'm busy. If anything, I'm busy. I'm dedicated. I'm busy. And I feel like if you stay busy, you know, people see your face, know your name, and if you got a passion for it and you putting forth the effort, if anything, they see that. You know, you have a lot of people in your corner, a lot of good people in your corner, so that all helps. The songwriting, I'm a big R&B head. I love R&B and stuff, so I just really focused on that for a long time. I had a chance to work with my man Pleasure P. I had a chance to work with him, and I'm all about that. I guess at that point when it gets to the songwriting, I'm all about the track. You know, it got to be a smooth track. I like smooth tracks, and something that I can add my whole poetic influence on, because I'm a real big fan of words. So the words got to be nice. The words got to be nice. Got to tell a story in some sense. So that's my whole angle on the songwriting. I haven't really focused on it as much as everything else, because the poetry is really taking off for it in itself. So that's been my main focus, if anything. Lately, the blur has become clearer as to why I'm here.
My picture done finally found its focus. My only hope is no one puts the cap to my lens again, but I'm not afraid of the dark. So I embrace my tribulations and blessings with brackets palms, in hopes that it keeps my will strong, because it's much easier to just stop than to keep on. But where's the valor in quitting? No such thing as a good fight without stitches. I have the scars, bumps, and bruises to prove this, oh how unfair life can be. I'm from a city where the concrete bleed constantly, and we've been known for that heat way before Wade and LeBron put on those uniforms, where every bullet hole holds a story, and ain't no glory found in telling on folk, and hope is hidden behind gun smoke and mirrors. We've been yelling from the bottom so the top never hear us. Deaf ears fall upon those who cry sheep and those who play weak. It's convenient to beg when you living on your knees. See, my city been shooting slugs and shedding blood for far too long, and you can peel back the scab and watch me bleed from this poem. See, this here is homegrown and heartfelt. You can't wait for someone else to save yourself. So lately I just been praying that there be purpose behind my breath and substance within my speech, because everyone seems to talk but no one is prepared to speak. They got our kids thinking the only way out the city is through them cleats, but I ain't never seen a casket walk out on its own. See, our petals have been falling too often. We call ourselves farmers, but we ain't been tending to our gardens. A field full of weeds and wildflowers. It's been a while since I've seen that rose from the crevices from the concrete that brisk day in May. Funny how beautiful things have a knack of disappearing too soon around my way. Never being able to shed its full manuscript. Their pages are being ripped before the book can be read. Dreams are bled down drains, blood stained sidewalk, white chalk, brown victim, black dress, no suspects. But that's what we expect, because everyone was outside but didn't see nothing. Funny how accustomed we done become to seeing the coroners succumbing. We must like being treated like animals in our own kingdom. Future kings are being dethroned before they ever receive their chance to reign. We done became immune to the pain that we inflict upon each other. Dreams are smothered, gasping for forgiveness, for they know not what they do. I'll be stuck between a rock and a hard place. There'd be a hard space to breathe in, but I still believe in the breath of redemption and righted wrongs. My darkest thoughts are camouflaged and cataloged, concealed for safekeeping, but these streets speak a cryptic script unknown and unfamiliar hieroglyph we receive glimpses of too frequently. My city been bleeding tears for years. Shy Rock and my block have a lot in common. I used to love her, but there's a light that still shines where my heart used to be, where their heart used to be, and I know why that the blur done became clearer as to why I'm here. My picture done finally found its focus. My only hope is no one puts the cat to my lens again, but I'm not afraid of the dark.
I just started a company called Scrap Paper Inc. And it's focusing on using spoken word poetry as a communication tool within the high schools. So I feel like my heart is gonna go into really paying it forward and giving back to the youth, because I feel like they need a voice, and that's been my focus for about the past year or so. I've really been grinding and putting a lot of focus into that company and wanting to see it prosper in the right direction, really just grow into what I see and what I envision, because I see it being not even about me after a while. It's just about who it is that I can affect. You know, my goal is to really give back more than what I've gained, because I believe I've gained a lot. You know, being able to even perform and travel, because you have kids that never even left the city. So I feel like with my company and what it is that I want from it, I want the kids to be able to perform outside the city, outside the state, perform against other high school students and stuff. So 5 years from now, I really seeing that company being like, honestly, like the next YMCA, like something bigger than that.